Hey everybody, I'm John the Freitas, I'm a local realtor with Sutton Summer Realty in the Toronto area, and today I'm bringing you another fantastic neighborhood. Today I'm bringing you the neighborhood of Glen Abbey in Oakville. Yes, Glen Abbey, which is so well known for its amazing Canadian Open, but also is a very established executive community area in Oakville, which has a ton of things going for it. Before I get into more details around it, let me tell you, if you enjoy these videos, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share. Just let me know that you're watching them, that you appreciate the information. I love bringing you these videos, so your feedback certainly helps me and also creating the content. All right, now a little bit about Glen Abbey itself. So Glen Abbey Golf Course obviously is the most well-known aspect of this community. However, it's also a very well-known community for a few other reasons. It certainly is an executive community. It would be a move-up community for someone who has a growing family looking for a little more space, and a couple likely that has a couple of well-established jobs. So that certainly goes a long way into getting into this community. However, there are some aspects of this community that you probably would need more information on if you decided you actually wanted to move in there. So here is an overall aerial snapshot of the Glen Abbey area. You can see the marquee right there, and you can see the actual residential community area right there. Now, in order to get to this community, there are some main arteries and some highways around the area. So the QEW right there is the fastest way to get there to the south. Now, you also have third line right there, and that runs north-south through the community. And then upper middle, right at the top there, is the main east-west artery to the north end. Now, within the neighborhood of Glen Abbey itself, there are a lot of areas that have fantastic parks and green spaces. And you can see right there is 14 Mile Creek, and that borders the furthest westerly end of the community. Now, throughout the community itself, they've also got tons of ravines and parkettes right there that are sprinkled throughout the actual community and the residential streets, which makes it fantastic from the aspect of getting outdoors, getting activity, and just getting out into nature. Now, of course, the most well-known green space of all is Glen Abbey Golf Course right there, and that borders the easterly end of the community. Also within the community, you're going to have some amenities that you'll be able to shop, and there are some neighborhood commercial nodes throughout the area, and those are located throughout right there. So you can see there's definitely some conveniences as well for those who live in the area. Now, those who know about Glen Abbey are certainly well aware of the fact that Glen Abbey is famous for the Canadian Open, and there have been some fantastic winners of the Canadian Open over the past several years. Of course, Rory McIlroy is one. Dustin Johnson also has won the Canadian Open not too long ago. And arguably the most famous victor at the Canadian Open, one of, I would say, is certainly Tiger Woods. And Tiger Woods has left an impression on that golf course, one that is not going to be forgotten. 200 and some odd yards out on the 18th hole, out of a bunker, over water, to get to a tight green, and he landed that, and that is still today considered one of the best shots on that tournament. So in terms of the community itself and pricing for living in Glen Abbey, there are certainly some options, but detached homes are primarily the main. You can see from this aerial that the community is sprinkled with some larger properties with pools. Those pools obviously are on larger lots, so there are some well-established detached homes in the area. Detached homes will range between $1.8 to $2.5 million, with the average being close around $1.8 million. Now, you have some freehold townhomes as well. Those are about $1.2 million, and you'll have some condo apartments, not very many, but those will range right around $600,000. So there are certainly some options there for anyone who's considering moving into the area. So again, Glen Abbey, famous for its golf course. It's got some great history around that golf course. Golf course was developed and built back in 1977 by Jack Nicklaus himself. So it's got a lot of history. It's very well known. It's infamous for the RBC Open. And it's also a fantastic executive neighborhood for any family that's looking to move up to establish some roots. If you want to learn more about this community or any other communities in the GTA, please feel free to give me a call. I'd love to fill you in a little bit more on them. I'm John DeFreitas, local realtor again with Sutton Summer Realty, and I'll bring you another neighborhood real soon. Take care.